what I'd like to do is look up or try to figure out the meaning of some words that I'm hearing around, which I don't think I fully understand. An English teacher doesn't understand English words? Yeah, that's right. I have a giant dictionary that's about this thick, and I don't know most of those words. Most people use on a daily basis up to 10,000 words. Most people know generally somewhere between 20 and 50,000 words, with 50 being kind of on the high end. Some people have a really advanced vocabulary. They might be around 50. There are well over 200,000 words in the English language. So a lot of them are dead or very specialized, and so most people just don't know them. So put aside the idea that you should learn all English words, because not even the most advanced English user doesn't know even half of them. All right. But how do words come about? Well, through usage. And often new words come out with the younger generation. So I'm an old man now. I'm 59 years old, and so my generation is kind of done creating new words, I feel like. We came up with a few because we were responsible for the first internet culture sort of wordscape. So I'm proud of that, the millennials, right? But there's a new generation coming up, and they have a lot of words that when I hear them, I don't always understand them. Words and phrases. So I'm going to try to learn them by searching, and we'll see how it goes. And there are three that I want to talk about, and then one that I guess we could consider to be a kind of idiom. The first is based. The second is stan, S-T-A-N. And the third is Chad. Now, I think I understand Chad kind of from what I've seen, but I want to understand its usage a little bit better. And so we're going to just explore this a bit. Okay, I'm learning. So you're kind of learning with me. I didn't search this before. I'm learning these three. Again, I think I have kind of some idea. I've just heard them around, especially a lot of kids these days who are 18, 19 years old are saying them. So let's start with, I'm going to use the classic thing that I always use, which may be boring to you, but it's the free dictionary. It's my favorite. Now, words enter the dictionary at different times in different dictionaries. Some, like the Urban Dictionary, aren't official, and so they pretty much just have slang in them. Some, like dictionary.com or Webster's or any of those, they'll add them as they want to add them based on their regularity, the regularity of the words. So I don't even know if these words are going to be there. So we'll have to figure out, if we can't find them here, another way to understand them. So let's start with based. All right, base. No, I want to know specifically based, not base. I'm just browsing through the definitions here. A line used in reference to measurement, electronics. Based in a new company. No, I know that meaning. Based her conclusions. Base station. No. Off base. I know. All right. Baser, basest, having shown a lack of decency, contemptible. No, I know that meaning. I know all the meanings so far, but it's not the use I'm looking for. Adjective, based, firmly based ice. Having a base of operation. Nope, not what I'm looking for. Basada, no, that's not what I'm... Okay, so I don't think the free dictionary has it. So what I'm going to do is search what does based mean? And I'm gonna... I'm assuming... Oops, not maced. Based, what the heck? I'm assuming that it will know what I'm looking for, as in a new thing, right? Slang by dictionary.com. Okay, I'll check that out. Open up a tab on that. I'm a tab guy. I like to open up tabs. They call me the tab man. All right, based. Here we go. This is from Urban Dictionary. Now you have to be careful with this because Urban Dictionary is not going to be adding things that are formal phrases. A lot of them are sort of dirty sexual slang. You come across some crazy stuff. Okay, a word used when you agree with something or when you want to recognize someone for being themselves, courageous and unique, or not caring. Okay, so what I've heard is something like a based take or that's based, right? So that kind of agrees with my understanding. The opposite of cringe, that's helpful. Sometimes the opposite of biased. Okay, cringe, if something, that I know, if something is cringe, it's so awkward. It's like watching The Office. You know, when you watch The Office, it's so uncomfortable. That's cringe. If something happens that's so awkward, you'd say, oh, that's so cringe. Right. If I, for example, search dictionary.com, they don't have based. Oh, that's so cringe. I think I could say, based on this, a word used to agree with something or when you want to recognize someone for being themselves. I wonder if I could recognize Urban Dictionary. Urban Dictionary is based because they just have the stuff that I need, and they're not afraid of not looking formal. When used in online political language, it can mean based in fact or opposite of bias due to the number of people who saw it being first used seriously. All right, interesting. That's interesting. Let's check out what dictionary.com has. Okay, based. And this is dictionary.com's slang section, slang dictionary. I think it's very cool, by the way, that dictionary.com has a slang dictionary. What does based mean? Based is a slang term that originally meant to be added to crack cocaine or acting like you were, but was reclaimed by rapper Lil B for being yourself and not caring what others think of you, to carry yourself with swagger. So this seems to be the common definition between the two, not the political definition of being the opposite of biased, but sort of like you're based. That is a based take. That's just you being you. That's what you think. It's not even necessarily that you agree with me, but just that it's being yourself. It's not being too cautious. To carry yourself maybe with a swagger would be to have some confidence. All right, I think I understand the meaning. Now, what I would want to do, which I will not do now, is I would want to find examples in daily use. That's the next step. I get the idea, okay, now I watch videos and listen to music and podcasts, and I listen to it in context. Does that mean I'm going to, once I understand it and I've seen those examples, start using it all the time? Probably not. Why? Because I'm 59. I'm not 22. So I feel like, yeah, if you're 19 or 20 or 21 or 22, 25 even, maybe you can use that because that's your word. It's a way to kind of identify you within that generation. I'm not in that generation, the Zoomers. So I probably won't use it, but it's good to know, right? Here's a meme. Thank you, based God. Interesting. Okay. It looks like they have a video I could watch. Cool. Okay. Based means being yourself, not being scared of what people think of you, not being afraid to do what you want to do. I like it. I like it a lot. Cool. So we've got based. I feel like I've got based pretty well. Based mom. Okay, it's getting weird. Time to stop. It's getting weird. Oh, examples of based. I'm enjoying the based life, living my best life. Since Little B claims to have access to this higher power known as the based God, he was able to curse. Okay, I do not understand that. Okay, it's kind of spreading. It seems to have started with this specific rapper and now is spreading. All right, now the next one I want to search is Stan. Now, obviously, Stan is someone's name, but I want to look at Stan as a verb. I've heard it like this. We stan you, right? Okay, I think I get what they're trying to say, but I want to understand more context. Okay, so this is showing Stan. This is dictionary.com, and it looks like it's in the dictionary. It's not showing Stan as a name because it's lowercase here. So noun, an overly enthusiastic fan, especially of a celebrity. Okay, so that would be something like, I doubt there are any Luke Stans, but if there were, we would call them Luke Stans. They are people who are very enthusiastic, but I'm probably not famous enough to have any of those. Verb, to be overly enthusiastic, an overly enthusiastic fan of something or someone. He's my favorite rapper, but I don't stand for... Okay, this is what I was looking for. Do I stand for him or do I stan him? This is what I wonder. If you stand for them, that means you sort of, I'm supporting them, but I do it for them, or I just do them. Stand them. Stand for or stand them? Okay, so this is stand for. I want to know. So it's just like being a very big fan of something. He's my favorite rapper, but I don't stand him. So if he's your favorite, then why don't you stan him? Hold on. Okay, hold on. He's my fave rapper, but I don't stand for him. So there must be some sort of line between being favored and standing. Like favorite, I like him a lot, but I haven't lost my mind over him. If I lose my mind and I go to his house and try to figure out, where he goes to eat brunch, then maybe I stand for him. Maybe that would be an obsessed fan or something like that. Let's go to the Urban Dictionary and do a little digging there. Okay, here we go. Urban Dictionary, stan. Just search stan. Okay. Okay, not the Eminem song. I know that one. The term means a very, very overzealous and obsessed fan of a celebrity, band, cast of a TV show, movie. Okay. All right. So that's similar. Overzealous would be not just your favorite, but kind of losing your mind over how much you love it. Okay, here we see not a stan of, but just stan legends. Okay, stan means you look up to that person. You watch them, or you truly love their content. It's another word for saying idolize. You idolize someone or something, you would say, I stan blank, instead of I love that person. This is much more clear. I really like this one. Okay, so this meaning seems to suggest not being obsessed, but just really admire that person. So I stan, who do I stan? I stan Terrence McKenna. That's who maybe not that much. You love that person's work, and there we don't have to have of. So it looks like it can be used, for, sorry. It looks like it can be used with for, stand for them. My favorite, but I don't stand for him. Or can be used without for. Cool. Yeah, it's not stand, but that's where it could be confusing, because if you say, I stand for that, it could sound like I stand for that, which is a totally different meaning. That has a meaning, but it's a different meaning. Okay. Oh, look, student loans. Love those. All right, last one. Here we go. Oh, she's accidentally zoomed in way too much. All right, last one. I'm just sticking with Urban Dictionary because I'm finding this to be quite useful. What is a Chad? Please don't lead me in the wrong direction. Okay, here we go. A Wikipedia article. All right, I'm going to go with this one. To be very careful because it looks like this one has a gross meaning as well related to butt cracks and poop. Okay. The slang term Wikipedia. Love Wikipedia. The slang term Chad has historic... Okay, so they're capitalizing it. That was my error. Do not use lowercase Chad. It has to be capitalized as in the name. All right, got it. Sorry, everyone. The slang term Chad has historically been used in different contexts. It originated in the UK, where it was used to describe a particular humorous ad hoc cartoon, where it was used as a derogatory description for young upper-class urban males. In modern internet slang, the term generally refers to an alpha, or otherwise hyper-masculine male. Wow. Okay, hyper-masculine, so super macho. When I think the word Chad, the first thing that pops into my head is this sort of extremely kind of square jaw. The slang term Chad originated in the UK, blah, blah, blah. Okay, manosphere, The term later came into use in incel forums. This is where I think I've heard it, to refer to sexually active alpha males. Chads are viewed as constituting the top. What is this word? What is DECILE? I don't know this word. What the heck is this word? Each of 10 equal groups, which a population can be divided according. Oh, okay. Decile? In terms of genetic fitness in online animations, drawings in the manosphere, Chad is further tagged with KKK. So this is where I've heard it. You've got the incel group, which stands for involuntary celibate, which is a group, internet culture group, generally kind of resentful, spends a lot of time online, resentful of not getting, not being sexually active, for example, especially with women, and not being able to be. They're involuntary, which means they don't want that. And then I think the Chad is the opposite, super male, who gets all of those ladies because he's so macho and so cool. Chad is usually a usually disparaging, back on dictionaries slang, internet slang term for a popular, confident, sexually attractive young white male. Okay, I didn't hear that. I didn't know that. Its female counterpart is Stacy, who's often portrayed as Chad's sexual partner. Chad is associated with the incel community and the website 4chan. Okay, alpha male. So sort of like alpha male. Okay, he is depicted as attractive, successful, muscular, cocky, and very popular among women. So your name is not Chad. You are a Chad. But if you're a Chad, you got to spell it with a capital C. Chads, bunch of Chads over there. It's like how, well, you wouldn't know the reference. Dr. Stephen Brule calls those hunks, bunch of hunks. Chads, so you can have multiple Chads lifting weights over there, getting all the ladies. Chads typically resemble the common dude bro figure of a young, athletic white male who wears trendy clothing and only enjoys popular things. All right, interesting. All right, so I learned a lot. I hope you did, sort of through me discovering this. These are things I didn't fully grasp. I felt better about Chad now. That sort of reinforces my understanding, because I haven't actually looked up this stuff before. But now we know Stan, Chad, and based. And I would say, if we know those things, that could potentially make us fairly based. And I stan people who are based. But I do not stan Chads, because Chads are just dude bros, and they get everything they want, and who likes that? The last one I wanted to look up was on God, and maybe I'll do that later, but I think we'll leave it at those 3 words. I challenge you to do this same process with on God, another phrase that I've heard floating around among the Zoomers. Look it up, see if you can figure out what it means, how it's used, and let me know what you come up with.